Hey, how's it going, folks? ET here. Let's talk about the Switch 2 and what we want. Okay, for me personally, the first thing I want is I want longer internal game captures. I want 30 to 60 minutes saved to that new fast microSD express format. So making our lives a lot easier so we don't always have to have a capture card set up with a computer and all that jazz. So yes, longer game captures, please. Or at a minimum, Nintendo, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, give us something more than that 15 seconds that you did on the original Switch. Number 2, how about a faster eShop? I don't know about you all, but even if we are plugged in via the LAN cable on a 1 gigabit connection, that eShop is just slow as molasses going uphill in the snow. Okay, so yeah, let's speed up that eShop. Hopefully a proper eShop that's not based on a website. And if it is based on a website, let's beef up those servers, please. While we're talking eShops, we need those icons to be more than 720p. We need at least 1080, or at least a responsive design to look better from, 720 all the way up to 4K on our big TVs. Come on, let's do it, Nintendo. Let's make it look better. All right, rolling along to number 3. How about shorter game loading times? And I know this is going to happen with just the advancements in technology from the original Switch 1, which when it launched was a little bit old in the technology front, but we've dealt with it. But now with all the PS5 and PS5 Pro with that instant NVMe SSD action going on, it's hard to sit there and watch those load screens go on the original Switch. So let's pick up the pace on those screen loading times. Next, speaking of that eShop, let's clean up the mess. There's nothing but a bunch of shovel garbage spamware in there. So let's clean it up. Let's make some filtering. How about some custom filtering? And just, let the cream rise to the top and let the garbage either not be there or relegate it to the bottom. Okay, speaking of cleaning things up, number 5, let's talk about the OS itself and the way we organize games. We need some game tabs. We need some folders. We need something to help us manage it in a cleaner, more intuitive way instead of just scrolling down and down and down. So let's make it like, a little bit similar to the old Wii U thing there, I think, with some tabbage going on. That'd be kind of cool. And Mr. Furukawa actually said this, but we want full, 100% full backward compatibility with our digital and our physical collections. Come on now. All these games we have here, both physically and digitally, they gotta be working. Number 7, at minimum, let's get that 1080p 60 FPS. And for me personally, as I usually play my Switch on my nice 65-inch 4K TV, let's have that upscaling technology from NVIDIA come and make our games look awesome. I mean, the Switch itself right now with like a Zelda or a Mario Kart, Splatoon, things like that, look really good on my 4K, but it can use a little bit of improvement, especially those icons, of course. So let's get that 1080p 60 FPS. No more slowdowns in Kakariko. We need the power. It is a newer chip, so we should be pretty good with that. But let's go ahead and get them. Let's aim for that 60 FPS. Even if we need some of that magic DLSS upscaling, wonderful technology, let's get that going there. Number 8. How about some custom backgrounds, custom color selection of folders and things like that? Think back to the old 3DS and how customized we can actually make ours look. Let's do that. How about a little bit of that, Nintendo? And if you don't let us do it, at least, have some downloadable themes, that you release regularly. You release yourselves, and also let other companies like Capcom and, whoever else. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I'm just thinking Monster Hunter. We want some themes. We want some color. We want some creativity so we can customize the look and feel of our Switch 2. Next, can we get away from that garbage voice chat thing with the phone and the app? Can we just have local built-in voice chat? Pro controller, like all other controllers, needs a little jack there so we can plug in our headsets and yell at each other. Come on now. Give us some proper voice chat. And while we're at it, let's get some better screen names and just some better connectivity amongst our friends and family when we're gaming. Nintendo's kind of a family friends type console, so let's make that a little bit easier. Not these crazy long numbers and codes and stuff. Let's get some screen names that are persistent and we can, continue those on throughout. And most importantly, last but not least, How about some more games? 3D Mario, we want some Zelda, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess action, new Splatoon, of course. We need some AAA stuff. I'm not a big FPS player, but how about some Call of Duty and other games that were kind of kept away from the Switch or didn't perform well on the Switch, the original Switch. And last but not least, I know they're going to do it. At least I hope they're going to do it. I need to see Monster Hunter Wilds running on the Switch 2. Let's make it happen, Capcom. Alrighty, that's it for today's video. We'll talk to you next time. And hopefully, within the next couple days or weeks, we'll actually see what this wonderful Switch 2 looks like, even though we've seen a lot of leaks out there. But we want that proper release trailer announcement thing from Nintendo themselves. Alrighty, peace and aloha.